ladies of the color guard on a fiery Spanish selection called Corrado. This also features trumpeters Brad Kotick, Chris Whitmore, Nate Hereford, and Joel Cohen. Take it away, Lauren. Once again, everyone join in with the Beverly High School Marching Panther Band as they play the school song. If you want to sing along, the words are in your program.
More than 140,000 Americans have joined Peace Corps. Returning home, their experiences last a lifetime. Meet Sandra Hood, a substance abuse counselor, and Jean Lee, a community services director.
Overall, my Peace Corps experience has enriched my life in ways that are very hard to define.
Peace Corps service prepares me for what I'm doing now because it taught me how to think quickly on my feet.
Peace Corps volunteers, changing America and changing the world. See how you can make a difference.
From Herd Stadium, Larry Lorenzano, Jason Young on hand. It's the Panthers' 97 home opener. And you see the home team making their way back onto the field for the third quarter. They trail at halftime by a score of 12-0 on touchdown runs of 57 yards by Ryan Leahy and 2 yards by Dominic Zammit. Jason?
Larry, it's a case. It's 12-0 right now, and to be totally honest, it could be a lot worse for the Beverly Panthers. So they're not out of it yet. It's still only 2 touchdowns. With their type of offense, with Dave Timpson, Matt Amatucci, they can get right back into this ball game. But for them to do so defensively, they've got to stop Saugus. Saugus's passing ability is killing Beverly, as well as they're mixing it with a run with the Zammit brothers. And Ryan Leahy has all day long to pass the football. For the Beverly Panthers to have a chance to win this football team, they have to contain that Saugus offensive attack.
The Panthers did stop Saugus the last 2 possessions the Sachems had, but the first 2 times Saugus was able to get it in the end zone, including on the game's first possession, just the second play from scrimmage, the quarterback Ryan Leahy on a keeper, 57 yards for the game's first score. Now let's go out to the center of the field.
Beverly will receive to start the second half.
The Panthers will get the football to start the second half as Nate Kennedy tries to get his team fired up.
Nate Kennedy, the emotional leader of that Panther football team, a captain. He was a starter last year in the safety spot, and back this year, he's just the type of kid that is a pretty good football player as well. He's extremely energetic. As they say in the pros, he's got a high motor, Larry.
Jason, Mike Grenier is really dressed to the tees today, isn't he, with that Gator outfit, I tell you.
I'm wearing my Notre Dame stuff. So I gotta wait till after.
Mike Grenier, a big Florida Gator fan, it looks like, and Steve Spurrier.
It wasn't just the one national championship. You always had.
Oh, he stuck with him. Oh, yeah, definitely. Steve Spurrier just signed that nice big contract. I don't think Mike's getting a piece of it.
And they go against Couch today at in Lexington, I think.
Tim Couch out of Kentucky. It was a very high-profile quarterback coming out of high school.
But we'll get our minds back here to Herd Stadium in Beverly, Massachusetts.
If we must.
Beverly said 21 carries, 24 yards.
Okay, thank you, Mike Grenier. You might have heard Mike in the background. Beverly's offense rushing first half, 21 carries, 24 yards. And I was going to mention, Jason, how Saugus was very effective in shutting down David Timpson.
Yeah, I mean, to state the obvious, they got to give the ball to a little bit more people than Timpson because the Saugus Sachems are shutting them down so far.
Timpson, along with Amatucci, back to receive Rizzucci's kickoff. And at the 18-yard line, it is Timpson. A wall of blockers in front of him. Puts his head down and fights his way out to the 35-yard line.
Timpson doing a great job hanging on to the football and just going straight up the middle for some positive yardage.
First and 10, Beverly on their own 35-yard line.
24 yards rushing in that first half. Some of that, Saugus did a good job. It's a bit misleading because sacks count as rushing yardage in high school football, and Shears lost a ton of yards and a few sacks.
Oh, in that last series, he certainly did.
Off the left side, Timpson for 3 or 4.
And again, Beverly continuing trying to hammer it up the middle over that left guard, and the left guard being Ward, number 63, and Timpson getting positive yardage, and of course swallowed up by a swarm of Saugus tacklers.
Saugus had a 7-4 edge in first downs in that first half. They lead at 12-0. Shares to throw. Out in the flat for Timpson, a bit overthrown.
Pass incomplete.
Justin getting a little bit of time there to throw the football, just a little bit out of reach of David Timpson.
Well executed play by the Panthers, unable to finish it off. As Timpson had a couple of steps on Steven Rizzucci. Timpson also their leading receiver, I'm pretty sure. I don't have the statistics here, but he caught a ton of balls 2 weeks ago against Peabody.
Take your word for it, Larry.
3rd down, 7. Line of scrimmage, the Beverly 39, Saugus showing blitz.
A fumble. And Rogers got it.
Goes down. Mike Goldenberg in the inside reverse.
Second time Bob Ronchi's Johnny on the spot coming up with the football. Heads up play by the senior captain.
And you can tell former offensive lineman Jason Young very excited when that offensive lineman with a chance to run the football.
It's very, we never get to do it. And when we do, sometimes we don't know what to do with it. But Bob knew what to do. Go straight upfield. 2 hands on the football.
Timpson to punt to the Zamet brothers. Not as good as his other kicks. It bounces.
But it does the job.
It does. Wisely, Dominic stays away from it.
And I tell you, every single time Timpson does go back to punt, it's very close to being blocked. Beverly just ignoring the outside punt block rush from the Saugus Sachems. And if they don't be careful, it's going to burn them in this second half.
And in Timpson's defense, a stiff breeze in his face on that last punt. But it ended up being effective, no return. And Saugus will start things at their own 26-yard line, leading it by 2 touchdowns. Still, it's number 4, the junior, Ryan Leahy at quarterback. And the tailback is that man, Raphael Zamet. And he is going to be thrown for a loss. Nate Kennedy again.
Nate Kennedy having an outstanding football game defensively, making the tackle once again for the Panthers. And Larry just scanning over the defense. There's really not many changes, or actually any, to say the least, for the Beverly Panthers. Personnel staying the same. St. Preux starting at nose tackle, but they do have Eugene Moore at that right inside linebacker spot.
A loss of 2. Call it second down, 12. Again, Kennedy right on the line of scrimmage. Leahy has time, throws a strike out on the right. It's caught Wass, his first catch of the day for Matt Wass, the 6-foot junior.
Matt Wass, we mentioned him in the first half, didn't get the ball thrown to him, but that time wide open. And again, Leahy having all day to throw the football, and as a result, it's a completion. Offensive line for Saugus is doing an outstanding job, both pass blocking and run blocking as well.
3rd down and 4 against Kennedy. Getting Kennedy right on the line of scrimmage to play the run. They run straight ahead, though.
Good for a first down.
Nate was involved in the play, but it was a bit late. And it's a first down for Saugus.
Yeah, Nate Kennedy along with 77, Nate Pelletier in on that tackle. Pelletier coming off his right defensive tackle spot. But again, just a negative note. Nate is also making that play 5 to 6 yards down the field.
First down, Saugus at the 39. 2 wideouts, top of the screen, a long count by Leahy. He wisely keeps the ball in that option and crosses the 40-yard line. A good decision. Ronci, 53, made the tackle. Also all over there for Beverly was 77, Nathan Pelletier.
And to slow Leahy down a bit was number 50, Adam Page, coming from his right defensive end spot to trip him up in order for the other Beverly defenders to make the tackle. Good job on Adam's part.
Page and Knowlton, the defensive ends. The tackles, 63, Stephen Ward. And looks like 75, McDonald. Webster St. Preux in there at nose guard. Leahy to throw, wide open. Dominic Zamet.
Nice pass by Leahy to number 10.
No, that's not 20, that's number 10. Matt Rosso with a reception and a Saugus first down.
Saugus first down, and again, Ryan Leahy getting some good amount of time back there to throw the football, and he's just picking apart the defensive backfield of the Beverly Panthers at will.
First and 10, the ball now on the Beverly 47-yard line.
6:37 to play third quarter. Saugus trying to add to the lead. Adam Page nearly made the sack. Leahy throws a strike downfield to Wass. First down to the 22-yard line.
This kid Leahy's impressive. This kid Leahy's extremely impressive. Adam Page bringing the heat. Leahy calm and cool in that pocket, rolling to his left, throwing a strike to 15 Wass. And he had great coverage on him. Who was on cover? I believe it was Timpson. Here we come to the replay. Looks like Matt Amatucci had the coverage. He had actually pretty good coverage. Just Wass made a good athletic play.
Adam Page from his right defensive end spot, having a fine game, nearly made the big sack, but Leahy was able to elude him and then complete the pass.
Nice play, Dave McDonald, 75.
Nice defense by the Beverly line.
Dom Zammit stopped on the run straight ahead. It'll be second down and long.
Saugus, who was pretty successful going up that middle, not that time. Big number 75, senior David McDonald, coming in from the left defensive tackle spot and making a nice tackle.
No gain, second
You know,
and 10.
Saugus High School has had some fine athletes at quarterback over the years,
Yes, they have.
led by, of course, Steve Peach years ago.
Getting back to that issue, Larry, Mark Fossey was a fine quarterback
Correct.
for the Saints. A 4-year starter who went on to captain the BU club.
Defensive backfield.
Defensive backfield, the Robert Doherty years when they were pretty successful.
Raphael Zammit on that last carry. A short gain, but a nifty move to get by Nicholas Paczynski. Third down, call it 5, inside the 20. Oh! They faked the draw. Leahy still has the ball. A great fake. Oh, and he overthrows a man in the...
He was past the line of scrimmage, Larry.
Flag down.
Flag is down, and he heard Jason Young. He may have been across the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when Leahy released the ball, he was well across the line of scrimmage.
He may have made a mistake throwing the ball, period. After his fake, he had a lot of room to run, didn't he?
He should have ran the ball. I mean, he had a lot, exactly like you said. I mean, he did have 3 open wide receivers.
As you look at the official, we expect to see...
We got an illegal forward pass thrown beyond the line of scrimmage. 5 yards, lost it down. 4th down.
Ooh, that's a big break for Beverly. And a crucial mistake on Leahy's part.
It was Leahy. They faked the draw, and it completely froze the Beverly defense.
Brings up 4th down.
Fourth down and 10. Leahy has 2 wideouts left. One of them is Ross. He wants to throw left, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. This time, a
Beverly
fourth
catches a
pass. He
break.
tried to get it to Raphael Zammit. Nate Kennedy on the coverage.
Again, Larry, Beverly's getting no pass rush, which is very dangerous. They're lucky because Nate Kennedy had fine coverage that time, but hey, when you get a quarterback with the arm of Leahy and you give him time, he's going to burn you, and he has been all day, except for that time where, like I said, Nate Kennedy was on the coverage.
Newburyport. I'll give you the rest in a minute.
The Panthers take over, 4:41 to go. Third quarter, they'll start at their 24-yard line, trailing at 12-0. Justin Shear's still the quarterback. David Timpson still the running back. And David is able to get good yardage on a sweep to the left side.
Run by Dave Timpson.
That'll be a second down and about 2.
Larry, first time in a long time we've seen Beverly's offense try the outside. Like you said in the first half, Saugus is doing a great job shutting them down, but they got some pretty good yardage on that left sade.
Nice gain of 8 yards.
And just a note, in the first half, we saw a lot of Matt Amatucci in that backfield, but so far it's just Timpson, Goldenberg, and Webster St. Preux.
Now Goldenberg is split to the bottom of the screen on his second down. The officials step in. Something to do, it looks like, with the yard markers along the far side, or is there an injured player? Or?
It looks like an injured player. Got a nice, yeah, got a shot at, it's definitely an injured player.
An injured Saugus player.
I think the problem is here with Herd Stadium, the fence is so close to the sideline, you don't leave a lot of room.
Group 10 and 11 was Whitney Voss of Newburyport. The boys 8 through 9, Eric Pelletier of Beverly. The age group 10 and 11 was Kyle Ferguson of Beverly.
Again, this reminder, next week we'll be back here at Herd Stadium with the game between Beverly High School and Winthrop High School. On Monday night, we'll have the tape replay, Jason and I, with all the action in week number 4 as the Panthers take on the Vikings, who are 2-0 in conference play. After that, Beverly hits the road with away games at Classical and at Danvers. And right now, our plans are to try to bring you some of those away games. Oof. Webster St. Preux Great balance to spin away from that hit at the line of scrimmage.
By Webster St. Prue.
And he has a Beverly first down.
Number 3, Webster coming right up the middle. Nice spin move to stay on his feet and get the extra yardage. Gain the first down. I think Webster's making a little bit of a statement right there, the senior captain, of like, let's go.
Another competition October 18th at the Waltham YMCA in Waltham. Thank you.
First down, number 5 for Beverly High School. Timpson off the left side. Somebody got him by the feet.
Dave Timpson on the carry.
I think it was the kicker there, Rizzucci.
I think one of the Zamet brothers, number 20, I believe it's Dom, was in on the play as well.
3-yard gain for David. Second down and 7 for Beverly at their own 43.
And a long drive is exactly what Beverly needs to keep the ball out of that Saugus offense.
And by the time they snap this, there'll be under 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. The home team trails by 12. It's a keeper for Shears. Picks up maybe 5 yards out to about the 48-yard line, where it's going to be a third down and 2.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Third down and 2. If you're Saugus, you're looking for number 32 to get the football. Beverly finding some pretty good success on that up the middle with where you've got Steve Ward, Bob Ronci, and Andy Bartlett.
Goldenberg wide, top of the screen on his third down and 2. Amatucci and Timpson split. Saugus showing blitz. Long count.
Oof.
St. Prue.
I don't think
off the left side.
Looks a little short, Larry.
I said it was Amatucci in the backfield. It was St. Prue, 34, not 24. And Webster was popped as he tried to go off the left side. It's going to be a 4th down and less than a yard.
4th down.
We're not going to get not going to get a measurement.
49-yard line. 4th and 1.
Little quarterback keeper right here, Larry, you think?
I'm not sure what the best way to get this yard is. I'll leave that up to the coaching staff.
Big guys up front. Got to push them around right now. Beverly crowd getting it up.
I'd throw a bomb.
Tongue in cheek. There you go.
Yeah, nice run by Webster.
Webster St. Prue has a Beverly first down. They went with the same play, and they got a first down as Bob Ronci is shaken up on the play, I believe.
53, Robin Ronci.
And that is not what Beverly needs.
Number 51, Mike Van Treska, looks like coming into the football game to replace Ronci, but it's unfortunate. Senior captain is down.
This is not a football team that is in any kind of position to lose any people in that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, unfortunately the numbers have been declining, but you know, they've been declining all over the North Shore, so it's not just Beverly that has to adapt to this unfortunate trend. It's a lot of football teams.
So Ronci still down. The clock stops with 1:17 to play. And Saugus out in front of Beverly by a score of 12-0.
But Beverly's got a nice drive going right now. And in that last play, it's nice to see, other than Nate Kennedy, a little bit of emotion coming out of the Beverly football team. Good sign is that Bob's sitting up right now. Looks like they're working on his leg, Larry. Oh, that's good to see.
So let's have a nice applause for Ron. Love it.
Well, good sign is Larry's walking on it, so can't be all that bad. That's good.
It is.
Hopefully he can get back in the football game.
So the Panthers, in the midst of a drive that has seen them move the football from their 24 to the Saugus 48-yard line. Now they'll try to move on with their starting center and captain, out of the lineup.
Balls on the Saugus 47.
And as you heard Mr. Young mention, Mike Ventresca has replaced Ronci at center, a sophomore. Mike Ventresca, 5'10", 190 pounds. And the exchange went well in the first play, which is a good sign.
I was looking at the exact same thing, Larry.
West of St. Prue to the 34 in the carry.
And St. Prue is able to gain 3 yards to the 44-yard line.
And Webster, in this series in particular, is doing a pretty good job in running that football again, pounding off that left guard spot, and it's there. Keep pounding if it's there.
And this has got to eventually open up something through the air or outside, because of the Saugus has got to start thinking inside, inside, inside.
And they continue to work the left side with David Timpson.
This time, Saugus defended the play very well.
Larry, it's unusual for this Beverly club is if you notice, in the previous 2 games, they had the 2 guards, Boczynski and Ward, bringing the plays in. But now, it's the quarterback, Justin Shears, going to the sideline to get the plays.
The officials have stopped the clock here.
Roger Rosinski about 10 yards onto the football field. Something's obviously not to his liking.
He may just want the clock to wind down so they can have the wind for the rest of the game. But I don't know if Saugus called the timeout.
I didn't.
The scoreboard clock says 13 seconds. Now they changed it to 22.
Yep.
And they start to tick it down. 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 4.
It's a short 5. Pass complete to Timpson.
He's got the first down. Nice block.
Oh, they called a penalty. They called a block on Larry Knowlton.
Let's see if we can get guys in the truck, if we can get a replay. All righty.
Yeah, they got 3 flags down. It may not have been the worst call, but it was frustrating for the fans and everybody up here in the booth.
We're going to get a replay pretty soon, Larry. So here we go. Let's check out that block.
Probably a good call. I think that was the only way he could have got him.
Yeah. It was unfortunately, it was a good call. Who's that, 83? Was that Larry Knowlton?
Good try by Larry Knowlton.
Good try. You know, it's just unfortunate.
Clipping, Beverly, 15 yards, 3rd down over.
Oh, so close to having ourselves a good ball game.
I tell you, I get, Justin Shears dropping back to pass with a couple guys in his face, completing it to Timpson, and you can't. I mean, if you're a coach, you can't really complain about Larry Knowlton. He's making it's an aggressive penalty. It's unfortunate, but hey.
3rd down over, 3rd and 8.
After the penalty downfield, the ball comes back to the 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and call it 8. Actually, it's about 9. Now the officials want to make sure they get everything right. The scoreboard says no time remaining, but that is not right. This should be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
1 play left in this quarter.
Shears with time. Looks downfield.
Oh, my God!
Touchdown!
Michael Goldenberg! Lightning strikes, Larry.
By Mike Goldenberg, touchdown. Beverly.
Justin Shears just said, hey, give me time.
Nice.
I'll produce.
Mike Goldenberg.
Hey, see if we can, sure we're going to get a replay on this later. Michael, hey, great athletic play. Number 30, Goldenberg coming up with the football.
Here it is.
Here we go. Justin stepping up in the pocket, make the big throw. Oh. Michael
Goldenberg had that DB turned around. 46 yards on the play. Justin Shears to Michael Goldenberg. Now Timpson will try to kick the extra point and cut the lead to 5. High snap, but the kick is up and good. No, it's no good.
The kick is no good.
Ooh.
And that is with 11 minutes to play.
From our angle point, Larry, it looked good, but unfortunately we don't make the call. Well, let's take that play aside. Beverly's back in this football game. Score of 12-6, a whole 11 minutes to go, whole fourth quarter. Hey.
And the Panthers get back in it as they go 76 yards in 11 plays. The last 46 yards, a scoring play from Justin Shears to Michael Goldenberg as they come right back after the tough penalty. And
we've been pretty aggressive on that offensive line in terms of criticism. And hey, they just proved it to themselves. If they, they blocked excellent, pass blocking was excellent, their rush blocking was excellent, and it's a pretty good football team.
One of the few times today that number 10, Justin Shears, had himself a pocket in which to step up, and he stepped up.
And the junior did a fine job. He felt the pressure. He stepped up in the pocket. He was calm. He threw a nice football, and Goldenberg just made a great catch.
Timpson will kick off now with that wind at his back. He'll kick off to Zammit and Zammit. Timpson with the kickoff.
Great kick.
It's Raphael at the 7. Across the 20. Watch out.
Oh.
Out to the 32-yard line.
Great tackle, number 20, Eugene Moore.
Eugene Moore, the sophomore, was down there, along with Isaac Chase, 33.
Now, Larry, this is the key part. I remember last year what would happen is Beverly would do just what they just did, score a touchdown. But all I remember last year is the opposing team would come back on this Beverly defense and get them down. Beverly's got to tighten up right now.
You know, this defense has done a pretty good job, actually, after the start.
You're right. Here you go.
Is that Ronci back in there?
Yeah, Bob Ronci from the linebacker spot making the tackle, along with some other of his teammates.
Robert Ronci right back in the game on a nice tackle.
A 2-yard gain for Dominic Zammit. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Panthers trail it 12-6. Wass is wide right. Rosso slot right. They run left to Raphael Zammit. He has a first down out across the 45-yard line.
Saugus doing a pretty good job getting out in the corner, isolating the defensive end and keeping the cornerback busy.
Good for a Saugus first down.
This Beverly defense, Larry, really has to step up right now and stop this Saugus offense.
Yeah, flag's on the play.
Saugus will be penalized 5 on this play, as there was movement in the offensive line.
Looks like we got, see if we can get the call from the ref.
Legal procedure, dead ball, Saugus, 5 yards.
We've got Dave McDonald coming out of the ball game, replaced by 77, the junior Nate Pelletier.
Nathan in there at left tackle. Next to Larry Knowlton at left defensive end. Webster Prue in there at nose tackle. First down and 15.
Was getting some pressure.
Leahy and throw down by Larry Knowlton.
Leahy had no time on that play, Larry. Larry Knowlton coming from his D-end spot. Virtually untouched to take Leahy down.
And a big loss, a 14-yard loss.
And Larry, you can feel that these Beverly Panthers are a little bit more rejuvenated in this fourth quarter. They got some energy in their step.
Second down and 29. Leahy again! And down he goes!
Yeah!
Adam Page again! He has had a whale of a game there at right defensive end.
Adam's like, hey, Larry, what you can do, I can do better from his DN spot.
And the bookend defensive ends back-to-back.
Doing a fine job. I think Saugus better think about blocking those DNs.
Third down.
Wow.
Third down.
Mix up on the Beverly side.
Yeah, they were ready to receive a punt.
Amatucci and Timpson back for a punt, but it's only third down.
A little premature.
It is a quick kick situation.
It's true. And again,
Leahy gets
get
away.
pressure.
Uh-oh, watch out now.
He's got.
And he's brought down. A fine tackle by Justin Shears. And the Beverly defense gets a big hand from the people below us.
Leahy rolling to his right, thought he had a little room, but Mr. Shears came up in with a nice pop. And if you noticed, Justin came up from that and shaking his head like, no way, no way. Not today.
Brzezinski will punt against the wind. Amatucci and Timpson standing back inside their 45, nearly blocked. A high kick, Amatucci fumbles the football. Goldenberg may get it for Beverly, let's see. Saugus has the football, I think. Saugus has the football at about the 32-yard line.
No official word yet.
Wow. Well, the referees are discussing, and they do signal Saugus football.
On a recovery.
Wow, Larry, you know, that's unfortunate. I bet you if Matt had that back, he would have called for, obviously he would have called for a fair catch.
So Saugus takes over at the 33-yard line of Beverly. First down.
Well, Beverly just has to tighten the chin strap and do it all over again.
Plenty of time to go, 7 minutes to go. 12-6 game. First turnover of the game, I think, against the Panthers, as Dominic Zammit carries straight ahead for about 5 yards.
Dominic Zammit on the carry.
Beverly, 2 other previous times did turn the ball over, Larry, but fortunately for them, they regained the football, so they have lost it.
Second down 5, Sachem's at the 27-yard line. McBride wide right, Rosso slot right, I formation. Behind Leahy.
Ooh, Bochinski and Kennedy team up for that tackle. And you know, in the second half, the Zammit brothers have been contained, Larry. They really haven't hurt the Panthers at all.
No gain, 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5 for Saugus. Line of scrimmage to Beverly 28. This time it's Was wide right. Rosso in the slot. It's a draw play, I think, to Dominic Zammit. Ronci with a tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Ronci and Kennedy in defense.
Oh, Mr. Ronci has been all over the field.
Hey, say Bob should get hurt more often. He came back from the injury. He's playing excellent.
Once again, we have 4th down.
Fourth down and
5.
about 5 yards to go. Wouldn't be surprised if Saugus uses a timeout here. 5.5 to play in the game. 12-6 Sachems. 4th down and 5. Or as they say sometimes, a big 4th down and 5. 2 wideouts right. They run the ball straight ahead. They stop.
Stuck.
Raphael Zammit.
He just got stuck, Larry.
Beverly clogs up the middle. They run straight ahead at 4th and 5. And this Beverly defense comes up big again.
And again, it was 53, Bob Ronci.
15 seconds remaining in the game.
The last 2 series, Ronci's come up big tackles. Hey, that's what Beverly had to do.
We have somebody who just threw a souvenir football onto the field.
And Larry, of course, we do not condone that.
Looked like we're playing in Yankee Stadium for a minute. From the 25-yard line. The Panthers 5 minutes and 16 seconds left. They have all their timeouts. Now they run wide to Timpson. Does he have any room? Maybe a yard.
Dave Timpson on the carry.
Well defended by the Saugus Sachems as Keith Fulton made the tackle. They do show good pursuit in that wide stuff, don't they?
Yeah, Jason Diazzi was in on it as well, number 44. Timpson, he had a few blockers out there, Shears and St. Preux, but too many defenders on the Saugus side.
Second down and 9 for Beverly. At the 26.
Webster finding some room. And you know, Larry, again, they're continuing to pound that left side, and the left side of Pelletier and Ward, they're responding.
Brings up a third down.
6-yard gain for Webster St. Preux.
Coach Rosinski showing a lot of confidence in Pelletier and Ward right now.
Third down and 2. It's the same play up the left side. It's a first down.
Hard running by St. Preux.
On the carry, good for Beverly, first down.
And Larry, I mean, I keep saying this, but they pound that left side, and Saugus is not stopping it. And you know what? If you notice, they're using a lot of Webster St. Preux right now.
Counting, left in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37-yard line. First down for Beverly. Now under 4 minutes to play. They trail it by 6. Shears has a wide out top of the screen. They run left to Timpson. Timpson breaks a tackle near sideline.
He's going
all the way at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, David Simpson. There are no flags down. It's a 63-yard touchdown run by David Timpson. This game is tied up.
Webster St. Preux kept setting them up, and boom! Number 32, Dave Timpson off that left side, that left end going for 6. Now, Larry, do you go for 2 or do you go for 1?
3:36 remaining in the game. We have a tie.
We got a replay, Larry. Here we go, David. Number 68 from Saugus. Murray Wadman was the only guy that almost had him.
And you mentioned it. You mentioned it as his timeout in the field. You know, Timpson needs a little breather before he kicks this PAT.
That's true. That's true.
We both mentioned it, that Beverly set that up by constantly pounding inside. And you look at that replay, there are no safeties or corners out there to chase him down.
Because what happens is just keeps every play you keep running inside, the safeties sneak up a little bit farther, and boom, they give it to Timpson. Nobody was out there to stop him.
Exactly.
But you know what allowed that to happen was the fine blocking inside. They kept getting positive yardage in there, allowing Webster to get, 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. And then, again, like we said, give it to David Timpson, and he can take it downtown like he just did.
So we're tied at 12, 3:36 to play.
And what a turnaround from the first half of this Panther ball club, both offensively and especially defensively.
Remarkably, Saugus scored the first 2 possessions of this game, and there was no reason to believe that Beverly was going to be able to stop them too often today.
Not at all.
But this defense has come up very big.
And to say this is a crucial PAT is an extreme understatement.
On David's last extra point, I was premature in saying it was good. It looked beautiful the way he booted it up there.
From our vantage point, yeah, it did look good.
Justin Shears will hold. 3:36 to go. Good snap, it's down and it's no good.
The extra point fails.
And so the game remains tied at 12.
Remaining in the game, we have a tie score while the lead.
I don't look, David was a little hesitant on that kick. He saw some pressure coming in and really didn't give it all he should have. But hey, score is 12-12, 3:36 left. We got a ball game, Larry.
So, unfortunately for Beverly, 0 for 2 on those extra points. One of them would have been enough to give them a possible victory here today, but they missed them both.
And again, the game's not over.
Plenty of time. 3:36 to play. And unofficially, No, Beverly used a timeout there. So they have 4 timeouts left. Saugus has 5. And Timpson now will get set to kick off to Dom and Rafi.
The very dangerous Don and Raphael Zamet.
Ooh. Raphael cuts off Dominic, and Raphael might be just about gone. He's going to be brought down.
Fumble! We get fumble!
Saugus, I think, has it at the 49.
Got a Beverly player down, Larry.
We do.
I can't get a number from this.
And Bob Ronci just saved a touchdown.
I tell you right now, Bob Ronci is coming up huge in the second half.
Like we have an injured Beverly player.
Really can't get a number on the player that's down right now.
And Raphael Zamet is fun to watch.
These Zamet brothers, they are dangerous.
On the Beverly 49-yard line.
And you know, we really haven't seen a lot of them in the second half.
And with a stop in the action and an injured player down, we'll take a quick timeout from Herd Stadium. Our score, Beverly 12 and Saugus 12.